Reptiles act as both predators and prey in wild populations. They keep mammal and amphibian populations from exceeding sizes the ecosystem can support. Because they fill an ecological niche in a middle trophic level, they can indicate the health of a whole community. Because they are ectothermic, surveying reptiles can be conducted more readily than other indicators. Additionally, due to their relatively thin skin and the fact that they can slither on their bellies, reptiles can be indicators of chemical imbalances in soil and vegetation. Pressures on wild reptile populations include climate change, habitat loss, an increasing meat trade, and an increasing demand for pets. When individuals are removed from a population, there is a decrease in the number of individuals, which leads to a decrease in genetic diversity, which can lead to inbreeding and vulnerability to disease. The decrease in reptile resilience causes a decrease in ecosystem resilience due to the niches reptiles fill. Pet trade involves a lot of license and clearance. Many reptiles are easy to catch and are common in urban areas. Due to this, people and kids in the public may be encouraged to find their own free pet in their backyard. This is an issue because there are many different subspecies that may be dangerous, and it is illegal to take reptiles from the wild. This also poses health issues to the humans that come in contact with this wild pet. Reptiles are becoming an increasingly popular pet. A seemingly easy way to obtain stock to breed pets is to collect individuals from the wild. People who catch or sell pet reptiles from the wild have a lack of understanding of ecosystem dynamics or the pressure currently causing population declines because they may overharvest without any idea of the major impacts they have on the total population. To find a reputable dealer or breeder, you must first research the type of reptile you want to obtain. Then you can search for a dealer or breeder online and compile a list of those who specialize in the species you want. If you have difficulty finding a breeder or dealer who specializes in your species, you can reach out to a different breeder and ask them to recommend you to someone, as the reptile community tends to be tightly knit. Next, you should contact breeders and dealers on your list, asking them about their experience and about the species they specialize in. If they aren't willing to answer your questions, they aren't trustworthy to be purchasing a reptile from. You should also ask for references, and if they're provided, you should contact the references and ask them about their experiences with the dealer or breeder. At the end of all this information gathering, you should pick the dealer or breeder you feel most comfortable and secure with. Just like cats and dogs, some reptiles have the potential to create an upset in an ecosystem. The case of the Burmese python is the worst case scenario of being irresponsible with pet reptiles. Florida is facing a serious issue with the Burmese python decimating populations of animals from raccoons to alligators. Especially with larger reptiles, committing to a pet is essential for the welfare of the pet as well as the wildlife in the nearby area. A common disease between reptiles and humans is salmonella due to improper hygiene from someone who handled the reptile. The risk of danger to your physical safety comes from the mishandling of the reptile, as reptiles are docile and sociable unless provoked. As with any potential pet, it is ultimately the responsibility of the future owner to do the proper research on how and where to obtain the animal and the proper way to house and take care of the animal. We can help with this by providing easily accessible information on lessons on reptiles as pets. This can be accomplished by setting up websites that has a list of vets, stores, and breeders on hand to refer for potential owners. Paying more attention to enforcing regulations already in place for the importation of reptiles will ensure these regulations are actually followed so that no harm comes to the individual reptiles or to the ecosystems they're leaving and entering. Another potential solution would be to require people to obtain a license before they can legally own a reptile. Obtaining the license would require potential owners to attend a class and to pass an exam to make sure they know how to obtain a reptile and how to care for it.